Well, a major media outlet just called to assassinate Donald Trump. And no, this was not something we're taking out of context. We have a lot to unpack here on the Gateway Pundits Weekend Review. My name is Elijah Schaffer, and the far left is no stranger to calling for violence and getting away with it. But this time, the Gateway Pundit exposes a media outlet is saying Donald Trump should be assassinated. Now, very few would be as brave to put this into writing, but they did. HuffPost reported to the FBI for the most dangerous headline in American history after the Supreme Court ruling. Michael Schwartz for the Western Journal reports. Trump derangement syndrome has all the qualities of a powerful addiction. Like many addicts, TDS, afflicted liberals, and the establishment media need ever stronger rhetorical drugs to reach the same exhilarating heights. On Tuesday, HuffPost satisfied its junkie-like craving for continually escalating anti-Trump hatred by publishing a dangerous headline that prompted social media users to tag both the FBI and Secret Service. Supreme Court gives Joe Biden the legal okay to assassinate Donald Trump. The reprehensible headline spread. Don't believe me? Look at it for yourself. Right here, they said something is wrong when dissenting justices warn that the majority may just have legalized murder by one individual, said legal expert Norm Eisen. Now, the problem with the Supreme Court ruling is that it is actually more restrictive than maybe it should be. It says that the president will not be prosecuted for acts done in operating the executive branch, not in violating the law intentionally, which would be assassinating another president. That would be against the U.S. law. Now, there's no proof that Trump violated any laws in and around January 6th, or that he violated any laws in and around the election. There are very weak propositions and accusations of infractions upgraded to misdemeanors and to felonies. And I'd love to know your thoughts on what you think about the media saying, yeah, we could finally assassinate Trump if we wanted to. Now, the Gateway Pundit reported that as yesterday it was the 4th of July, Joe Biden went rogue at a 4th of July barbecue. No shocker there. Grabbed the microphone and starts rambling about traffic congestion and losing all the votes. Joe Biden on Thursday shuffled out to deliver brief remarks at the White House's 4th of July barbecue from a giant teleprompter after hiding all day. Nurse Jill and Joe hosted a barbecue with active duty military service members and their families on the South Lawn for the 4th of July. Biden heavily slurred through his speech as he trashed Trump with the losers and suckers hoax. If you don't believe me, you're going to have to watch it for yourself. The clip is absolutely hilarious in the way that we're all collapsing as a country. Watch.
You know, I was in that World War I cemetery in France. And the one that one of our colleagues, the former president, didn't want to go and be up there. I probably shouldn't even say it anyway. We got to just remember who the hell we are. We're the United States of America. Yeah.
That's always a good one. We're the United States of America. You know, as if like everyone cheers. Like, but what is the United States of America? What do we stand for? Illegal immigration, record inflation, overburdening taxes on our income, failing social programs, militaries with expanded budgets, and wars that we can't win but never seem to stop fighting. I think it's time that we take a better look at what our country is and stop just cheering for it, but maybe put some work into fixing it. The Gateway Pundit further reported, breaking, the UK elections are in, and the leftist Labour Party wins the UK election in a landslide, exit polls show. The worst result in the Tory party history. Nigel Farage's Reform Party surges. The leftist Labour Party has won the United Kingdom's general election in a landslide, and their leader, Keir Starmer, will become prime minister. Well, the votes have not yet been counted. They have actually. These are the exit polls. I don't know. I guess the real election is out, so I'm just going to tell you the real story. The Labour won over 60% of the votes, the seats, despite getting about like 34% of the votes. Now, the Reform Party, Nigel Farage's party, won 4 seats despite getting millions of votes. I don't understand. I think they got like 14% of the votes, but only 4 seats, like less than 1% of the seats. So I don't really understand the UK elections in terms of how they select their parties, but I don't think Labour won because the country wanted Labour. That's like they're Democrats. They won because they didn't want the other guys. Kind of like how they say, you know, people just don't like Trump, so they'll vote for Biden. Is there really a reason to vote like that? I don't know. But I'd love to know your thoughts on the UK's election. The only problem is that the current prime minister of the UK, or the one that's about to be sworn in, was on British TV and couldn't define if women could have penises. So things are not looking good there. The Gateway Pundit reports that an undercover video exposes illegal aliens admitting to being registered to vote in North Carolina. Jim Hoff reports In a video posted on X, Mike Howell, executive director of Heritage Oversight Project, has urged Americans to declare independence from foreigners deciding our elections. The video, which was produced in collaboration with muckracker.com, presents evidence suggesting that illegal aliens are being registered to vote in the United States. The evidence you are about to see relates to illegal aliens being registered to vote. This is a problem national in scale. The United States of America is for Americans, and our elections only should be decided by them. The video centers around an apartment complex located at 220 Branch View in Charlotte, North Carolina. According to muckracker.com, the complex is primarily occupied by non-citizens. In an effort to investigate potential voting irregularities, representatives from Muckracker visited the complex and asked residents two simple questions. Are you registered to vote, and are you a citizen? The results were shocking. Out of the 41 people surveyed, 4 confirmed that they were non-citizens who registered to vote. This represents nearly 10% of those interviewed. If this proportion holds true nationwide, said a representative from Muckracker, the integrity of the 2024 election is in jeopardy. Some interviewees claim that they were registered to vote at their workplaces or by individuals knocking on their doors. The investigation underscores a concern long held by conservatives that lax voter registration processes and insufficient oversight could undermine the integrity of American elections. You can watch the video there at Muckracker. Now, this is actually alarming. The fact that we have illegals voting, they say it's not happening, just like white replacement. Oh, white people aren't being replaced in your home country. But then they show these statistics that we actually are. So it's kind of like, I don't really understand their whole prerogative. It's more like they're gaslighting us, which, of course, if you've been married long enough, you all know husbands are great at that. But if you're living in a country, it sucks more than anything because we're being lied to while they continue to do the opposite of what we're told. Now, speaking of the devil, our last story today from the Gateway Pundit, Christina Lila reports that Biden tells Black-owned Philly radio station that he is proud to be the first Black woman to serve with a Black president. Joe Biden sat down for a pre-recorded interview with a Black-owned Philly-based radio station, WURD, to discuss his campaign strategy after his disastrous debate. Biden did 2 pre-recorded radio interviews following last week's debate, one with Wisconsin-based WAUK and the other with Philly-based WURD. Both interviews aired on Thursday morning. Biden's wires got crossed as he tried to boast about VP Kamala Harris and his days serving as Obama's vice president. Joe Biden told Black radio host Andrea Lawful Sanders that he's proud to be the first Black woman to serve with a Black president. If you don't believe me, listen to it for yourself. He actually said it. RNC Research originally published the video. Listen.
By the way, I'm proud to be, as I said, the first vice president, first Black woman to serve with a Black president. I'm proud of the first Black woman in the Supreme Court. There's just so much.
Very happy for you, sir. Congratulations on being transracial, being black skinned. I am transracial myself as well. And as a Black man, I'm a Black woman myself. So you can be whatever you want today. It's 2024. Be what you will. You can't tell me who I am. My pronouns are dat brother. Anyway, I'm Elijah Schaffer. Thank you for watching the Gateway Pundit's Week in Review, where we cover the top 5 stories of the last 24 hours in around 10 minutes. If you like this video, don't forget to drop a like and leave a comment so I can get your feedback. Anyway, have a great rest of the week as always, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.